Well, hello, YC Band family. Mr. Wilson here. So glad to see you guys on this edition of the Beat Newsletter. Hope you guys are doing wonderfully. Want to welcome you to our Hispanic Heritage Month once again. This past week, we looked at the Dominican Republic. Feel free to ask your students about some of that lesson. We talked about bachata, we talked about merengue, and even put a video down here. You'll notice where you guys can work on some of that at home. so good luck with those dance moves. And want to also wish happy birthday to our October birthdays. Happy birthday, gang. We hope you guys celebrate and have a great birthday month. So parents, as we start into our newsletter, I want to remind you, I love the words of Yoda. Fail you will, if practice you won't. Please remind your student they need to be practicing each day. We're not like math or language arts or anything like that. Well, sometimes they're like, oh, you don't have, I'm mom, dad, I don't have anything to do. Please remember our class, there is always something to do. And the reason why is because the students are working their way through a system that we have. And remember, the more points they have in the system, the better. There's a point chart down below that you'll see in our newsletter, and you'll see how many points your students need by the end of the 9 weeks, which is pretty quick, coming up pretty quickly in about 2.5 weeks. How many points they need in order to achieve different grade levels, okay? So please make sure they should be practicing each night. We have a tracking booklet that has their point totals in it. So please check out that tracking booklet. It's a Google Sheet. Please look at that. And if your student has a 0, remember, that doesn't mean that they didn't take an assignment. Remember, that means that they might need to retake it because we are mastery based. So students have to show mastery before they earn the point. And anytime they get a 0 and they've taken the assignment, I will give them feedback on how to improve it. Matter of fact, sometimes I'll even perform the assignment for them. You'll see in videos below, let me scroll down a little bit. You can see that I have, for each instrument, I've created videos for their first 5 notes I've played on their particular instrument. And so they can just work along with this to work on those notes. And then all of rank 1, I created a video right here. And it's got all of the music of rank 1 where I've performed it, whether it's clapping and counting or whether it's playing. So the students really have a lot of support there if they check out those videos, okay? So practice, practice, practice. We want to get rid of some of these zeros. Parents want to also remind you that this week we have parent conferences. Thursday is the official day, but since they're virtual for the most part, I'm going to be meeting with folks on other days this week. Please click this link here. And if you do, it'll open up a page and you can choose a day and a time in order to meet with me. If you have any questions or concerns, love to meet with you guys. Okay? Down here, this is the point chart I mentioned a minute ago. So most of our students fall in beginners. Only a few 8th graders are beginner plus. So most of them are beginners. So we're aiming for, you see right here, 10 would mean the student had a 100. So you can see the point totals that they need here, right? So practice, practice, practice in order to get those points. And remember, there's always something to practice. There is never a day where, I have nothing to do. Okay, we always have something to do. Okay? So let me scroll down. Here's the week at a glance. You'll see each day we're working on the 8th notes and we're learning dotted quarter notes. You see our vocabulary, notes, and accidentals, still working on that. We have some wonderful note naming games where the kids are learning how to read music. Working really, really well, so keep them on that too. We've been talking a lot about posture and hand position, and that's really important. I talk about that in some of those videos above. It's really important that the kids display good posture whenever they're playing, whenever they're clapping and counting. Make sure that they have that really, really good posture sitting up tall and what have you. Okay? Here's Thursday, our half day. And then Friday, of course, it's a remote day. That means that students will be working from home. Doesn't mean it's a day off. They'll be working from home. Let me say it again. They will be working from home. So please make sure students are working on those rank points. We only have about 2.5 weeks before the end of the 9 weeks. And we want to get rid of any students, any zeros we see there in the rank system. Okay? Anyway, parents, thank you so much. Feel free to reach out to me. Contact information is below. If you have any questions or concerns. And can't wait to have another fantastic week at Yorkchester. You guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.